Well, good afternoon and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jenny, and today we're having some friends over for dinner, kind of a quick impromptu kind of thing. So I'm just going to make something easy. In my pan I've got some hot water. We're going to do a pasta salad. And this is just the old-fashioned backyard ham and cheese pasta salad, which I haven't had in a long time. So my water is boiling. I'm just going to use some ditalini pasta. And I'm going to cook this. So I've got 16 ounces. I don't know if I want to do the whole thing. I think I'm going to do 8 ounces. I don't think we need it all. It's not that many people coming. So I've got about 8 ounces in here, and I'm just going to cook this until it's done. And in the meantime, we'll get the rest of this stuff going. So I'll let that cook. Over here I have some cheese. This is Colby Jack. This is not the only kind of cheese I'm going to use. And I don't think this is enough anyway. You kind of want cheesy, or I do anyway. Can't go wrong with too much cheese. I'm just going to cube up some cheese in small cubes because this pasta is small. Having too sharp a cheese in this salad, it just doesn't seem to mesh well. Maybe you like sharper cheese in it, but I kind of like the more mild cheese in it. Okay, so the cheese is kind of broken up. We're going to get to making the other stuff here. In this bowl, I'm just going to refresh some Thrive red bell peppers. I don't have any fresh red bell peppers, and it doesn't need a whole lot. That's actually probably too much. Okay. It just needs a little bit. And I'm going to break these up just a tiny bit smaller. In here I'm also going to put some Thrive green onions because I don't have any. I'm going to put a regular fresh onion in there too, but I'm going to put some green onion. And I probably, this is an extra step, I probably don't need to refresh it first before putting it in the dressing. But I'm going to a little bit. Alright, that's probably all it needs. Let those, I'm going to pull those to the side. Going to cut the onion for this. And I'm going to be cutting a lot more onions for the main dish. But I'll show you that too. I'm just doing one small onion here, and I'm going to cut it up pretty small. Actually, maybe I'll just do a half a small onion since I have the green onion. I keep thinking I did a whole pound of pasta, but I only did 8 ounces. Okay, so I'm going to put that in. If I need more onion later, I'll add it. It's hard to tell. It's hard to prep if I'm not used to making a small amount of pasta. I'm used to doing a big, huge thing of it. I guess I should have just done it all. I'm going to put this to the side. Get our dressing going. We are going to be using mayonnaise, lemon juice, oil, salt, and pepper. For 8 ounces, you need about 3 heaping tablespoons of mayo. Okay, so that's the mayo. And then you need a couple tablespoons of oil, any oil you want. I'm using canola, and I'm only using canola because it has no flavor. I don't like to use olive oil in my pasta salad unless I'm doing an Italian pasta that I want that olive oil flavor in. And then lemon juice, we're gonna use 1 tablespoon of. And that's bottled lemon juice. I'm going to stir this up, and then I'm going to add in the salt and pepper. Pepper as much as you want. Who measures pepper anyway? Salt, the same thing, as much as you want. I'm going to put in maybe 3/4 of a teaspoon. And then to this I'm going to add in my Thrive. These smell good. Okay, so that's all to the dressing. I'm just going to let this hang out here on the counter until my pasta's done. I decided I'm going to use Thrive peas as well. Just a few. Instead of doing frozen. So I've got some dry peas in there. And I'm again going to just put a little bit of water in them. Just to give them a start. And then I'll dump those in just a few minutes. Okay, my pasta is done, and I have drained it, so I'm just going to put it in. And I did give it a little rinse in cold water since I'm putting it into my pasta salad. I know that your sauce sticks better when you leave the starch on and leave it hot. I know it absorbs better when it's hot, but it's pasta salad. And I'm going to put my peas in. And I didn't want my cheese to melt either. And then I'm going to put ham in. And for my ham, I just have a little packet of Smithfield diced ham. I stock up on these and keep them in the freezer every time they go on sale. So I have lots of them in the freezer because they're good for everything. Quick soup, even when you're canning. Once I was canning bean soup and I didn't have enough ham. And so I used these. And that made it perfect. So I'm going to use about half a package, and that was, oh, I don't have my glasses on. I can't even tell you how many, 8 ounces. So I used about 4 ounces of ham. And we're going to put cheese in. And then I'm going to taste it, make sure I have enough seasonings. I might add a little bit more dressing, you know, as pasta salad sits in the fridge. There isn't a lot in there. It sits in the fridge, it does absorb, and then you have dry pasta salad, and I don't like that. I think that is enough cheese, but let me just taste it. Make sure I have enough dressing. Right now it's a perfect amount of dressing, but I think it's going to absorb, so I'm going to put a little bit more in. my mayonnaise is actually almost gone, so I think I'll just use the rest of it up. I can find a small scraper. I want to put a mostly empty container back in the fridge. Lemon juice. Otherwise, that dressing is so good. I love the lemon juice. I really hate dry pasta salad though. Okay, that's probably good. Yeah, that looks good. Perfect. I think that is enough cheese. I think that was just enough. I'm not going to put the recipe in the description box below just because it's kind of a no recipe for things that you want to put in and how much you're going to add. And using the Thrive in this was actually kind of perfect because we're having a Thrive tasting tonight at our house. And dinner, so this works out great. Ham and cheese pasta salad. It's so good. Hopefully you'll try this recipe and you'll love it too. Thanks for watching. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It really helps me out and I so appreciate it. And ring the little bell for future notifications for when I have more videos come out. Thanks for watching. See you next time.